All right, listen up. I'm about to drop some truth that most people won't talk about because they're too scared. But not me, not today. I'm here to tell you that if you really want to unlock your potential, if you really want to understand what it means to push beyond the limits, then you need to try semen retention for at least 1 month. Just 1 month. You owe it to yourself to see what happens when you take control of the energy that most men waste away every single day. You know what I'm talking about. Every time you give in to that instant gratification, every time you give away that power, you're giving up a piece of yourself. You feel drained, weak, unmotivated. Why? Because you're letting go of the one thing that could change your life. Your sexual energy, your primal energy, is one of the most powerful forces in the human body. And yet, most men have no idea how to harness it. For most of us, we've been taught that pleasure is the goal, that you're supposed to release, to feel good, to get it off your chest. But what do you actually get out of it? Temporary satisfaction, a few minutes of pleasure, and then what? You're back to square one, tired, lethargic, uninspired, lacking purpose. You wonder why your energy is low, why you can't focus, why you feel stuck. It's because you're wasting your power on something that's temporary. I don't care if you're the top athlete, a business owner, or a guy working a 9-to-5 job. If you're not tapping into this, you're leaving potential on the table. You are living at half strength. You are running on fumes. And when you're running on fumes, how can you expect to give your all to anything? To your health, to your work, to your relationships, to your mission? Now, I'm not telling you this because I read a book or saw some guy on a YouTube video say it. I'm telling you this from experience. I've lived it. When I started practicing semen retention, I was shocked at the difference. At first, it was hard. Yeah, I felt the urge, the cravings, the temptation. But I pushed through. And let me tell you, what I discovered was nothing short of life-changing. I started to feel energy I didn't even know existed. My mind was sharper. My body felt stronger. My focus was like a laser beam. I could tackle challenges that used to feel impossible with ease. And the best part, the more I held onto that energy, the more I felt like I was unlocking a higher version of myself, one that was determined, disciplined, and unstoppable. The difference was night and day. I was no longer a slave to my impulses. I wasn't driven by instant gratification anymore. Instead, I was in control. I could direct my focus wherever I wanted. I could channel that energy into the things that mattered, into the grind, into building my future. And I'm not saying this is easy. It's not at all. It takes work. It takes self-control. It takes real discipline. But if you're a man who's serious about leveling up, about pushing through your limits, then this is where you start. This is the foundation, the ultimate test of your willpower. Because here's the thing, when you make that decision to retain, you're taking control of your destiny. You're not just controlling your body, you're controlling your mind, your spirit, your drive. You're saying, I don't need this instant pleasure. I am bigger than that. I have a bigger mission. You are learning to take delayed gratification to the next level. Look at the men who achieve greatness, the warriors, the visionaries, the ones who break through barriers. They all have one thing in common. They know how to master themselves. They don't give in to every urge. They're driven by purpose, by discipline, by a higher calling. They understand that success isn't given to you in moments of weakness. It's earned in moments of strength. So why should you try this? Because you'll understand deep in your bones that you're capable of so much more than you ever thought. You'll understand what true mental clarity feels like. You'll understand what it means to tap into your deepest energy reserves. You'll feel the fire in your belly, the drive in your veins, and the clarity in your mind that makes all the difference. And trust me, once you experience this, there's no turning back. 1 month. That's all I'm asking. 1 month of retaining your energy and focus. And after that month, you'll look back and realize that you've taken your first step towards becoming the best version of yourself. Your life will never be the same. You'll feel like you've just unlocked a cheat code to your own potential. You'll feel more powerful than ever before. But it all starts with the decision to take control. Now, don't waste this chance. Every man who has ever done something great started by making the decision to push beyond the limits. Every champion, every winner, every man who has achieved greatness has gone through the pain, the struggle, and the discipline. And this is the ultimate test. So make the decision. Try it. Don't be a victim to your own impulses. Control your power. Elevate your life. 1 month of not wasting your energy. 1 month of discovering what you're truly capable of. And after that month, you'll never look back. You'll understand exactly what I mean when I tell you that there's a strength inside you that you haven't even begun to tap into. Let's go. All right, we're just getting started. Because this isn't just about holding back for a month. This is about taking full control of your life. This is about tapping into the raw, untamed power that lies dormant inside you. Most men go through life unaware of the potential they're sitting on because they've been conditioned to believe that pleasure is the ultimate goal, that chasing the next high, the next quick fix is what makes them whole. But I'm here to tell you that that's the lie. That's the trap. And let me be clear. This isn't some magic pill or some quick fix solution that's going to turn your life around in an instant. No, this takes work. This takes grit. This takes the kind of commitment that only a few men are willing to make. But the ones who do, the ones who push through the discomfort, the ones who endure, they're the ones who break through. They're the ones who evolve. When you retain your energy, you're not just resisting urges, you're taking that primal force and redirecting it. You're not letting that power go to waste in a moment of weakness. You're putting it to work. You're learning how to harness that energy and use it to fuel your ambition, your focus, your drive. It's like you've been running a car on half a tank and now you've just filled the tank completely. You've got all this fuel to burn. But the question is, what are you going to do with it? Most men think they're in control of their desires, but they're not. Their desires control them. They think they're in the zone when they're chasing after the next distraction, but the reality is they're being sucked into the vortex of endless cravings and fleeting satisfaction. They might feel good for a second, but then what? They're left empty. They're left wanting. They're left in a cycle of never being truly fulfilled. But semen retention is a break from that cycle. It's like breaking free from the shackles that have been holding you back your whole life. You will feel the weight lift off your shoulders as you realize that you can now control your impulses, and in doing so, you gain the power to control your entire life. Imagine waking up every day and feeling different. Imagine waking up and not feeling drained, not feeling like you need a cup of coffee to get going, not feeling like you're running on fumes. Instead, you feel like you've got an inner engine, a well of energy that's been built up and stored inside of you, waiting to be unleashed. You've got focus that cuts through distractions like a hot knife through butter. You've got determination that pushes you to work harder, to grind longer, to fight harder. You've got a mental clarity that allows you to see the path ahead with laser precision. And you're not just going through the motions, you're operating at your peak potential. Every action you take is purposeful. Every word you speak has meaning. Every decision you make is deliberate. And that's when life changes. When you stop being reactive and start being proactive. When you stop living for comfort and start living for purpose. I've been there. I've gone through the highs and the lows. I've had my own moments of weakness. But I also know that when you push through that discomfort, when you show up day after day and make that decision to fight the urge, you become stronger. Not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally. The discipline you build from retaining that power transcends the body. It affects every part of your life. Your confidence grows. Your mindset shifts. You become someone who doesn't settle for mediocrity. You become someone who refuses to live in the shadows of his own potential. Think about the distractions that keep you from focusing on what matters. Social media, porn, Netflix, video games. We're constantly bombarded with distractions that are designed to drain us, to take our energy and leave us empty. And what do you get in return? Nothing. A few moments of pleasure, sure, but nothing that lasts. Nothing that builds you up. But when you step into semen retention, you're stepping into a new arena. You're stepping into the ring of life where only the strongest survive. And let me tell you, when you're retaining, You've got a secret weapon that most people will never even know about. You've got power. You've got focus. You've got drive. You've got the raw energy to get things done. You're no longer bound by your desires. You're no longer a slave to instant gratification. You've broken free from the chains that hold most men back, and now you're operating at a level few will ever understand. You're seeing things with clarity, making decisions with confidence, and pushing through obstacles that would have stopped you in your tracks before. And let me tell you something. The benefits are real. They're not some wishful thinking or some new age nonsense. This is about taking control of your life and your destiny. You will be sharper, more alert, more focused. Your energy will skyrocket. Your confidence will increase. And when you're in control of your sexual energy, you'll start to see it spill over into every other area of your life. Relationships improve. Your work ethic strengthens. Your mental toughness is tested and strengthened. You will experience life on a whole new level. When you're on top of your game in this area, you become a force to be reckoned with. You become someone who is unstoppable because you are no longer letting the world dictate your actions. You're taking charge of your life. You're living with purpose, with clarity, with focus. And you don't need anyone's approval to do it. You don't need validation. You don't need external rewards. You've got an internal engine that drives you, and once you tap into that, the world is yours for the taking. So, I challenge you to commit. Commit to this. Don't give me excuses. Don't tell me you're too busy or that it's too hard. I don't care about that. The only thing I care about is whether you're ready to step up, to face your own limitations and break through them, to test yourself, to see what you're truly made of, to take control of your energy and use it to push yourself to a place you've never been before. If you can commit to just 1 month of semen retention, you will unlock a strength, a power, and a clarity that most men will never even know exists. And when you look back after that month, you'll see how far you've come. You'll see that you've tapped into a power that will carry you for the rest of your life. You'll see that it wasn't just about retaining, it was about finding your real purpose. So get serious, get focused, and let's see what you can really do when you take back control of your life. There's nothing standing in your way but you. It's time to get to work, time to level up, time to show the world what happens when you unleash your full potential. Let's go. Let's